We're going to turn next tonight here to a headline that's personal for the team here at ABC News. Elizabeth Vargas returning to work tonight on 2020. She has bravely chosen a path that did not come easily, now breaking her silence. Viewers tweeting their support all day. One viewer just tweeting, "Elizabeth, thank you so much for your honesty and being courageous. You will inspire thousands." Our friend and colleague Elizabeth making her return this morning.
We are thrilled to be welcoming back Elizabeth Vargas to
showing extraordinary bravery and honesty across from George.
It must have taken so much effort to keep that secret.
The amount of energy I expended keeping that secret and keeping this problem hidden from view, hidden from my family, hidden from friends, from colleagues, was exhausting.
And when Elizabeth took time off to get help, her private battle suddenly became a very public one.
I didn't choose to go public with this. Somebody else made that decision for me. But in hindsight and in retrospect, maybe it's a blessing because it relieves me of that secrecy and that burden of walking around through life living behind a facade, which is what you do.
She says the alcoholism stems in part from another struggle, one that has shadowed her since her childhood, growing up in a military family. Severe, crippling anxiety that set in the day her father was called to duty in a faraway war.
My dad went to Vietnam when I was 6 years old, and I had panic attacks every single day when my mom would leave for work.
Her mother told me she remembers that panicked little girl.
Did you see the anxiety attacks as a little girl?
Yes, I clearly saw them. And every morning when I would leave to go to work, she would cry and beg me not to go.
And all of these years, even with her steady hand at the anchor desk, Elizabeth revealing the anxiety, the panic, always close behind.
I should have realized it was a problem way back when Zachary, my oldest son, was born, and he used to call my nightly glass of wine Mommy's juice. And I thought that was hysterical. It didn't occur to me that that was a problem. And it didn't really get to be a huge problem until the last few years.
And later tonight on 2020, she takes the viewers through her very personal struggle, hoping it will now help others.
It's always embarrassing to have the entire world know your deepest, darkest secret. And yet I think in the long term it will be ultimately a blessing because I can be free about it.
And I hope you'll join me in welcoming Elizabeth back just a little later here on ABC's 2020. More of her journey. Very brave, Elizabeth.